Hey y'all, it's btaylortv. Welcome back to my channel where I give my unsolicited thoughts and opinions. And today we're going to be talking about this controversy with this track runner who is accused of having the baton and striking another runner in the head, causing her to have a concussion. Now, a lot of people are debating online who's in the right, who's in the wrong. Is she guilty? Is she not guilty? Did she do it on purpose? Was it an accident? Let's go ahead and get into it.
Attack during a high school track and field relay race. One runner hit another in the head with a baton. Janae Norman here with the story. Good morning, Janae.
Hey, George, this is a crazy video that you have to see. It's unimaginable, unsportsmanlike conduct on the track. This morning, a high school track star is still recovering nearly a week after being hit on the head by another runner during a race. Junior Kaylin Tucker was running the second leg of the 4x200 relay in the Virginia State High School League Championships when the shocking incident happened.
That's when she hit me with the baton.
Watch again as you see the two sprinters running side by side as they round the corner with Kaylin on the outside, Kaylin's mother cheering her on. Just as Kaylin is passing the other runner, the athlete swings her baton, striking Kaylin.
I just felt a bang on my head and then I fell off the track immediately.
Kaylin dropping her baton and reaching for her head.
The whole Coliseum pretty much gasped. I just jumped up out of the bleachers immediately and ran to her on the main floor.
The 16-year-old was later diagnosed with a concussion. The family says neither the athlete who struck Kaylin nor the other team's coaches checked on Kaylin or reached out afterwards.
To see that they kept running and she not stop and check on my daughter, that was the part where I was like, it couldn't have been an accident.
The other runner, who attends IC Norcom High School, has not been named. Kaylin's parents say Norcom's athletic director and the girl's father apologized in a phone call, but they're still waiting for the opposing athlete and her coaches to reach out.
We definitely want the coaches and a personal apology from the actual athlete as well, because it's only right.
The Virginia High School League saying in a statement, "We thoroughly review every instance like this," adding, "The VHSL membership has always made it a priority to provide student athletes with a safe environment for competition." Meanwhile, Kaylin's parents say that they're still waiting to see what disciplinary actions will be taken against the other athlete before deciding their next steps. In the meantime, guys, because Kaylin's been recovering for a week, they're hoping that she can finally return to school today.
That is crazy to hit someone with a baton that hard where they get a concussion. They was diagnosed with a concussion. I've had a concussion before, and that was in a brutal car accident I was in when I was younger. I was in a very bad car accident. I got a concussion and I couldn't open my jaw for a month. I could barely open it like this because I got hit in the temple. To have a concussion, it's and then I heard the batons are not, they don't even weigh that much. I was in a car crash and got one, a violent car crash and got one. So the fact that she got hit that hard is insane. So let's go ahead and hear what the suspects in this, or the accused, have to say.
We hurt, but you're not thinking of my mental, right? They're going off of one angle. A couple times hitting her, my baton got stuck behind her back like this, and it rolled up her back. I lost my balance, and when I pumped my arms again, she got hit. I know my intentions, and I would never hit somebody on purpose. They're assuming my character, calling me ghetto, racist slurs, death threats, all of this just because of a 9-second.
Okay. Y'all have to remember, these girls are in high school. You got grown adults attacking and bullying and threatening this girl's life. Something is mentally ill with you. If you are threatening someone's life over some shit you saw on the internet, something is mentally wrong with you. If you're threatening a child over some incident like that, it's crazy. I didn't like when she said, I think she was trying to get the public to understand what she's going through. But if you're going to come to the public for sympathy, you're not going to get it. I say this time and time again. You come to the public for sympathy, nobody got that for you, baby. Especially if everybody see you in the wrong. Nobody got that for you. What you could have came on the internet to do was apologize, and said, I'm sorry. I want to make a public apology because this has gotten everywhere. That was not my intentions. I didn't mean to. This is what happened. But everyone is going with the narrative that they saw. I don't know. I wasn't in this girl's mind. I can't project that. I mean, a lot of us have been bullied. I've been bullied where someone had said, oh, I didn't mean to throw that at her head or whatever like that. And it was some BS, some BS. Until they got in trouble, But for her to strike this girl in the head, has she had past history of being violent on the track field? Does she have a history of getting into, violent altercations? I don't know. This is my first time hearing about this girl. I have not heard anything else other than this incident with this girl. Could it be a possibility that she purposely did this? Yes, for sure. But I don't know if it's the Libra in me that just kind of want to but it was wrong. And I think her reaction when you hit somebody like that, I'm not an athlete, but I know some athletes who are very competitive. Somebody get hurt and down, they keep going. They don't have I just wonder if they were males, would this be the same mindset? I don't know. I'm just playing devil's advocate, But here she is. I guess she has gained some support through all of this because this has gone viral on social media and people are accusing her of doing it on purpose. I didn't see them getting in a fight before this to assume that it was on purpose. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to say when I first saw this, I got angry. I got mad. I felt emotional about it because I'm like, she did hit her. What do you mean? I'm looking at it. My eyes are telling me she did hit this girl in the head. Like, how do you cock your arm all the way back and bow, hit somebody that hard? But then I'm like, I'm not an athlete. I've never ran that fast. I cannot run that fast. I wish I could run it. I can't run that fast. I can't imagine going that fast and losing my balance and trying to regain my balance. And the girl is like, in the way in front and you bang on her head. Or maybe she's like, get out of my way. I don't know. But I don't like how the family should have got a lawyer before speaking to the public, because a good lawyer would have had you apologize before you even started talking. You saying, oh, I understand she's physically hurt, but my emotion, like, girl, whoo, your parents set you up for failure with that one. Your parents is enabling not taking accountability, even if it wasn't intentional. You hurt somebody. If you get in a car accident and it is your fault why you hit that car, whether you didn't do it on purpose, it was an accident. That's why they're called car accidents. You didn't mean to run into the back of somebody. You weren't paying attention. Or maybe something happened that caused you to crash into another car. But one of the things you expect somebody to say is, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Are you okay? That is the reaction you're supposed to have, especially if you see somebody run off the field and get hurt. And so from what I'm hearing from different videos is that the coach did apologize. And the girl said she did try to apologize on social media, but she got blocked. So I don't know if I already played this, but we're going to take like from here in my shoe. That's just me. But the girl said that did not happen. She said that did not happen. So this is her and her supporters.
We stand with you. That's why we're here. We stand with you. We support you.
Thank y'all for supporting me. Because nobody else wanted to hear my story except for people that know me and people that know I would never do anything like that. I would never harm anybody. I'm not a fighter. I'm not even confrontational. I wouldn't even do that on purpose. And I thank y'all for believing in me, and I love y'all.
Okay. She said that she is not confrontational. She's never been in a fight before. She's never had a history of doing these things. that y'all know me, you know, maybe there are family and friends who do know her and support her. Y'all also have to understand that these girls are in high school. You're expecting her to respond like a responsible adult. And even adults can't even apologize to that extent. Like, they know they're in the wrong. They don't even want to apologize, you know? So this is a child. They're juniors. They're probably 16, 17 years old at max. I think to be a junior, maybe 15, 16, 17. I don't know. I can't remember, but I think they're about 15 to 17 years old. These are kids. So I'm not going to harshly, as a big grown adult, judge a child in that moment, because we all make mistakes. And I obviously, her repercussions, she was suspended. She's being charged, apparently. She's facing backlash. Who knows if her track, career, I don't know what you call it, her track career will even recover from this. I think the repercussions are there. She's facing them.
The baton whacker, Layla Evans. She's now recently being charged with assault and battery.
And her name is out there.
Could have been avoided, but because she physically assaulted somebody, now she has to deal with the consequences behind it. She went on TV and cried and said she was getting bullied, death threats, and that Kaylin Tucker was physically hurt, but she's not thinking about her mental. Well, of course she was.
And I'm gonna say that that's not that girl's responsibility to care about her mental. Okay, the girl probably is mentally not doing well either. She didn't miss school for days because of this concussion, so she's also impacted mentally as well. Like, she feels like you didn't care. But like, then again, the girl, what's her name, Alayla, said that she reached out to the girl and tried to apologize, but she was blocked. It seems like the family doesn't want an apology. They're mad, they're upset, and they want revenge. Would I say rightfully so? I don't know. What do y'all guys think below? Do y'all think that, what do y'all think?
She was physically hurt because you whacked her in her head. Although you're receiving death threats, and I'm so sorry for that because nobody deserves that. You knew better. And the audacity of your parents is atrocious. They literally allowed you to go on TV and cry, fake cry at that, and play victim when you were not the victim at all. The victim is left with a cracked skull and a concussion. And to say that the baton slid up her back is totally insane. Video evidence shows that you purposely whacked her in her head. Nothing rolled up her back. So you can't continue with the false narrative, because when the video is shown in court, you're seen as guilty.
I also had a discussion with someone where they said that this is how psychopaths are made. The parents are enabling, like, she could be faking this, and a lot of that kind of stood out. I think she came online and came to the public apologizing sincerely, saying, I know how it looks. I even question my own self. Like, if she would have just came with a more of like, what about me? What about me? But what about me? It would have seemed more, I think she would never got such big backlash, because she's trying to make herself a victim as well. This woman has came out to tell her story. She got a concussion because even whether it was intentional or intentional, she's telling her story. We saw the video. Now she's coming out, but what about me? Like I said, I blame the parents more than anything. And I feel like the parents are just trying to swoop in and protect their child. But it's a way to do that, to protect your child. You also got to think about other people's childs that's been impacted. And this child has been impacted physically to her brain.
I don't care what angle you look at. Every angle showed that you purposely hit her in her head. And this is just another learning lesson for you, because you're still young.
Also, I was just having, like I said, I was having discussions today about perspective, and that everybody is right in their perspective. Everybody thinks that they're right in their perspective. People project, and they also have their own perspective of how and recount what happened to them. And situations like these are arguments or disagreements, and everyone has a perspective, and in everyone's perspective, people think that they're right. They think that they're right and they think that that's their truth. And it's so interesting to me because everybody have different perspectives based off of their own life experiences. Some people may see the tears as victimhood, them not taking accountability, them trying to look for sympathy, while other people may look at the tears of this woman is obviously going through it as well. Nobody expects, like, I'm a crier. And since being a child, I've always, since a baby, like a baby, anybody in my family will tell you, like, I've always been the crybaby of the family. Nobody gave a damn about my tears. I don't even think when I cry, people care. Like, because I immediately go into that. I don't try to I don't care about your sympathy. I really don't. I'm just telling it how it is. I don't care. If my voice start getting the cracking and I start crying and all this other stuff, I'm sorry that you a tough bitch. Like, cool, that's great. Be tough. And that's, people may look at crying as weakness. That's your projection and your perspective of how you grew up. Maybe you weren't allowed to cry. Maybe you get angry and feel weak when you cry. Maybe you feel like it is a sign of weakness that you show any type of emotion. That's your own problem. I don't project on this girl that she's manipulating me with her tears. I think people like that are a little psychotic to me in a way. But at the same time, that's my perspective, because this girl very well could be crazy. She could be psychotic. I mean, I don't know her. I'm just seeing a few clips of these teen girls in a really bad situation. You got a victim here, and then you got an accuser. And an accuser is turning around saying, I don't deserve this backlash for an accident. Then you got the victim saying, I never got an apology. I never got this. I never got that. I mean, the victim could very well be a victim and also does not want to accept the apology. But don't go on camera saying you never got an apology if you're blocking the accuser of doing that to you. Like, stand your ground. No, I don't want to hear from her. I don't want an apology. I feel like she did that on purpose. Say it with your chest. Then the accuser, I blame the parents because she's not taking any type of responsibility for what her part was in it. She's not taking any type of accountability for what her part is, but she is being held accountable, not just by the public, but by law, by the school district, by the athletic department. She's being held accountable in that way, regardless if her parents don't want to hold her accountable. If she don't want to hold herself accountable, she's gonna learn today. You can't get away with assaulting somebody, whether it was intentional. There's repercussions to it. So let things play out the way they play out. I don't want to give too much being harsh on the girl, but I'm gonna say my personal first thoughts when I saw this video was, oh my God, like, what a little brat. Like, how could she do that? Like, wow, it's not even that serious. But at the end of the day, I don't know. I wasn't there. I wasn't in her mind. All I'm giving is my perspective. And that's all we can do. We all have different perspectives. We all have different walks of life and how we view things. Point blank, period. Let me know your thoughts below. Y'all could disagree with me. That's fine. I want to hear the disagreements. How do y'all feel about it? Is there a middle ground? Do you see both sides? Do you not see both sides? Did she purposely do it? I never played sports. Maybe that's why. I've never played sports. I was not athletic at all. I did not run track. I could not run to save the life of me. So I don't know how this works. I don't know how this works. It could have very well been on purpose, and this girl is playing the public and playing on people's emotions because she's young. I don't know. But we don't know. All we can do is just, hey, she's being held accountable at the end of the day. I don't think she need any more people trying to come at her. This is a child at the end of the day, and her parents are going to have to deal with that. And the law is going to deal with her. So we'll see how this plays out. Thank y'all for watching this video, and I look forward to reading your comments below. Bye.